Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review. Today, we're bringing you the latest action blockbuster from Amazon Studios, AVA, starring Jessica Chastain, Colin Farrell, Gina Davis, and John Malkovich. And I had to say Malkovich like that because it's John freaking Malkovich. How could you not say his name like that? But let's give you a quick synopsis and then we'll jump into this movie. Ava is a deadly assassin who works for a black ops organization traveling the globe specializing in high profile hits. When a job goes dangerously wrong, she is forced to fight for her own survival. So, let's start off with some good things about Ava. It looks pretty good. Cinematography is really well shot. The action scenes are really well shot here. The score, I didn't mind it. It didn't bother me that much. And then let's get into everything else. This is Peppermint Reloaded. Now, for you all that don't remember Peppermint, it was a movie with Jennifer Gardner. And what I mean by it's Peppermint Reloaded is that it is just another senseless, repetitive, female-driven action story. And I don't mean female-driven in a bad way. Because in all honesty, that's the only bright spot of it is that Jessica Chastain in this role really makes me want to see her in other action stuff. If we can get her in other action movies, I would love it. Anything else with a plot that makes sense, anything else with a storyline that makes sense, anything else that gives John Malkovich actually something to do in a movie besides him being in the movie, I will be all for it. But this is a very much run by the book, run of the mill. It ain't middle of the road because if middle of the road is this way, this movie went that way. It's far from middle of the road, far from middle of the road. It's just not good. It's not good at all. But let me try to break it down a little bit more for you. So, at the beginning of the film, we see Ava as she's doing her first hit. And the whole time she's doing it, it just doesn't come across as believable in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But we ought to go along with it that she is this person who does these high profile hits. By the time we get to her second hit in this film, though, that's when we get to see Jessica Chastain just rip through her performance. Like the choreographed action scenes are great at times in Ava. And maybe that's what can get to you more than anything else is that if you can nail those scenes and choreograph those to the T, just maybe, if we took time to actually have a story, it could be something everyone could enjoy. But instead, we get garbage. That's the best way to put it. We get lots of garbage in this movie. But again, all I can do at this point is harp praises on Jessica Chastain's action performance because they never give her anything to do with her talent as an actor because she's a really, really good actor. And they never give her anything to do with it, nor do they give, again, you have Gina Davis in the movie and you give her nothing to do. You have Colin Farrell in the movie, you give him nothing to do. You have John freaking Malkovich in a movie and you give him nothing to do. I don't know if the pandemic possibly stopped this movie from going directly to theaters, but they need to count their blessings it didn't. Because this movie has too big of a cast to give us what we got. And what we got is a D-list caliber action film instead of the A to maybe mid B action movie we should have gotten with this cast. And again, while I find Jessica Chastain's performance from the action standpoint is good, I never found her character to be believable. Sue me. Didn't make sense to me. Character was never believable. Nothing that happened to the character was believable. But we are supposed to go along with it and buy into this? Nah, not at all. But in its defense, this is like the perfect movie for the time period that we're in, where you're trapped in a house. You've been through everything else on every streaming service humanly possible, and you're just looking for an action movie to watch. Ava may be for you. Tune this in. If you're just looking for an action movie to watch and you want to see people get their butt kicked, Ava is the perfect movie for you. If you're looking for a storyline in any way, shape, form, or fashion, stay away. Stay far, far, far away. If you see that John Malkovich, as you see, I am harping on this. You see that John Malkovich is in this film, and you think I need to see it because John Malkovich is John Malkovich, skip this movie. He's not. He does nothing in this movie at all. At all. But Ava from Amazon Studios, out of a possible 10, we're going to give Ava a 3.5 out of 10. Again, the action is good. The fight scenes are choreographed to the T. But it gets to a point where some of it just doesn't come across as believable enough to pass. And that's hard to say when you have heavy action movies and say believable enough. Even Peppermint's action scenes were more believable than this one. Or the other film that I constantly got Ava confused with, which was Anna, which was released. Like the same thing. I think that was I think Anna was done by Luke Benson though. But its action scenes were way more believable than Ava's was. Ava never gets off the ground. But again, because of this film, maybe we could get Jessica Chastain in a better action movie because she looks like she can be something extremely special. And if we get someone who ever mixes her action abilities with her actual talent as an actor, man, we could have a great, like, Bruce Willis, Die Hardian type of performance from her, and she'll knock it out the park, just not in this movie. So check it out now. It is currently streaming on Amazon if you would like to watch it because you have nothing else to watch and you like to watch Ava, check it out on Amazon. This has been another JVS movie review. Peace, people.